Picture this: Mick Jagger, the eternal rock icon, standing before the cameras. But this time, his signature swagger is nowhere to be seen. The devil-may-care grin? Gone. In its place is a haunted expression, a rare moment where even the great Jagger seems visibly shaken. He's not here to promote an album or relive the golden years of the Rolling Stones. No, today, he's talking about Jerry Lee Lewis, and what he says sends shockwaves through the very foundation of rock history. Mick Jagger has witnessed it all: sex, drugs, riots, revolutions. He's seen the beautiful chaos that built rock and roll. But even he admits there were lines that should never be crossed. And in Jagger's eyes, Jerry Lee Lewis didn't just cross those lines, he obliterated them. This isn't a rock star feud. This is one of music's greatest icons, calling out the darkness that festered behind another legend's myth. It's not just about music, it's about morality, responsibility, and the disturbing legacy of one of rock's most dangerous figures. Long before the Stones shook the world, Jerry Lee Lewis was already setting it on fire, sometimes literally. Nicknamed the Killer, Lewis wasn't just a pianist. He was a raw force of nature, a walking storm of charisma, destruction, and talent. He attacked the piano like it had wronged him, kicked over benches, smashed microphones, and famously set his piano ablaze during a show. Fans saw a wild genius. But those close to him, they saw danger. Even in an era where rebellion was the norm, Jerry was on a different level. His rage was volcanic. His disregard for consequences, legendary. Bandmates, producers, even family members, no one was safe. His explosive temper earned him fear more than respect, but nothing prepared the world for what came next. In 1958, just as Lewis was preparing for a triumphant UK tour, a bombshell dropped. He had secretly married his 13-year-old cousin, Myra Gale Brown. The backlash was immediate and unforgiving. The world recoiled in shock. This wasn't just scandal, it was a moral collapse. And what was Jerry's reaction? A shrug and a smirk. No apologies, no remorse. Just that same defiant grin. Radio stations blacklisted him. Concerts were canceled. The industry distanced itself like he was toxic waste. It was one of the most brutal downfalls in entertainment history. But Lewis didn't flinch. He blamed everyone but himself, society, the press, even cultural misunderstanding. In truth, he refused to believe he had done anything wrong. And the chaos didn't stop there. It only escalated. Lewis once pulled a gun on his own bassist for playing the wrong note. He beat up a concert promoter who hesitated to pay him up front. These weren't tales of wild rock star nights. These were stories of unchecked fury and violence. He couldn't even keep peace with fellow legends: Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, even Elvis Presley. Especially Elvis. Jerry never accepted Elvis as the king. He believed he was the true king of rock and roll. That jealousy boiled over in 1976 when Jerry, drunk and armed, drove to Graceland demanding to see Elvis. Security stopped him, but the message was clear. This was no friendly visit. It was a declaration. His personal life, a train wreck. 6 marriages, countless affairs. And tragedy followed. 2 of his wives died under suspicious circumstances. One drowned. Another was found dead at home. No charges were ever filed, but whispers spread like wildfire. Was Jerry cursed? Or just the curse himself? The heartbreak didn't end there. His young son, Steve Allen Lewis, drowned at age 3. Another son, Jerry Lee Jr., died in a car crash. Any of these tragedies could break a man. But Lewis? He only spiraled deeper. More alcohol, more rage, more destruction. He wasn't a rebellious star anymore. He was a ghost, haunting the ruins of his own making. As his peers aged and mellowed, Jerry never changed. He still smashed hotel rooms, waved guns, and roared against a world that no longer worshipped him. The venues grew smaller. The crowds grew older. The legend faded, leaving behind a bitter shadow. To Mick Jagger, Jerry Lee Lewis wasn't just a troubled artist. He was a reminder of a darker time, when fame excused unforgivable behavior. Jagger, a man who'd seen how fame destroys, knew Lewis's story wasn't just about piano keys and flames. It was about arrogance, denial, and the cost of refusing to face the consequences. So when Mick finally spoke out, it wasn't for the headlines. It was because someone had to say what others wouldn't. That we don't need to erase Jerry Lee Lewis from rock history, but maybe, just maybe, It's time to stop romanticizing the chaos. Because in the end, Lewis didn't just fight the world, he fought himself. And that's a war no one ever truly wins. Thanks for watching Star Loop News. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rock history, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, ring the bell so you never miss a story, and drop a comment with your thoughts below. Until next time, stay curious, stay loud, and stay looped in.